last class we have discussed about inductance of a conductor, that is single phase two wire line. Okay, today we shall discuss about the inductance of a three phase with the equilateral and symmetrical spacing. This is a inductance of a three phase lines with equilateral and symmetrical spacing. That means between conductors, okay, between conductors the equal spacing between the distance between the conductors will be similar. Okay, here they are saying that consider a three phase line consisting of a three conductors. We have considered here three conductors, that is A, B, C. These three conductors are equally spaced at the corners of an equilateral triangle having radius is R. Radius is R. Okay. The flux linkage. Till now we have discussed about flux linkage. Okay. Inductance is equal to flux linkage divided by current. Before finding the inductance, we need to know the flux linkage of that conductor. Okay. So the flux linkage of a conductor A are given by, this is the diagram you can observe here. We have taken the three conductors A, B, C. Okay, the distance between the conductor A and B is D, and the distance between the conductor B and C is D. Okay, the distance between the conductor and C is spacing. Okay, distance between the conductors is same. If we find out the inductance of any conductor, then it will be similar to other conductors also. So they are finding the first flux linkage of conductor A, that is psi A is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of -7. One thing I'll say here, flux linkage, if we are writing flux linkage of A, then we need to write that respective current, each conductor current, and also ln divided 1 divided by distance between that conductor. Okay, for example, here we are taking the flux linkage of conductor A, means we should write IA, that is first we need to write the conductor of that A. Okay, this is A. Okay, this is related to the A conductor. So the current is IA ln by R dash. Whatever, if we are taking the flux linkage of B, for example, we are taking the flux linkage of B, then we need to write IB ln 1 by R dash. Okay, IB ln 1 by R dash. If we are writing the flux linkage for C conductor, then IC ln 1 by R dash. Okay. Next, IB ln, the distance between the conductor A and B is D. That is what they have written. Okay. And plus IC. Next, current plus IC ln, the distance between the conductor A and C is again similar D. That is what? Whatever we take the, for example, if we have taken the conductor A, then we need to write respective 1 by R dash. Okay, if we are taking the flux linkage of B, for that we need to write the IB ln 1 by R dash. Okay, 1 by R dash, we will get that 1 by R dash we should write for which we are taking the flux linkage. Okay, currents are assumed to be balanced. Okay, if the currents is assumed to be balanced, then what we can write, IA plus IB plus IC is equal to 0. Okay, IA plus IB plus IC is equal to 0. From this equation, what we can write, IA is equal to nothing but minus of IB plus IC. Okay, that is, if you close the bracket, you will get like that. If IA is equal to minus IB minus IC. Okay, but IB plus IC is equal to what? Minus IA. This above equation becomes psi A is equal to this above equation. What we can write means, because here ln 1 by d, ln 1 by d, it is similar. Okay, we can take out common. So IA ln 1 by r dash plus we can write it as ln 1 by d. If you take out common, then you will get IB plus IC. Okay, that can be written as, again, you can observe here, psi A is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7. IA ln 1 by r dash minus IA. How we got minus IA? IB plus IC is nothing but what we have written here, minus IA. So that is, they have replaced directly. Okay, you can write stepwise. Okay, first we should take common ln 1 by d, then we will get IB plus IC. That can be written as minus IA. Okay, this is nothing but IB plus IC. Okay, so this can be written as what? Again, 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 IA ln d by r dash. How means, we can write log A minus log B can be written as log A by B. I have written here, see, ln 1 by r dash divided by 1 by d can be written as ln d by r dash. Okay, we know the flux linkage of one conductor, that is A. Now inductance of a conductor A is given by LA is equal to flux linkage of A, that is flux linkage of conductor A divided by current of conductor A. So IA get cancelled, so you will get 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 ln d by r dash. This is the inductance of a conductor. Because of symmetry, conductor B and C, for that also we can write the same equation. Okay, because of symmetry, conductor B and C will have a same inductance as that of the conductor A. Here each phase consists of only one conductor. So the above equation, inductance per phase of the three phase lines, for stranded conductor we use instead of D, they use a DS. For single conductor it is replaced by, for stranded conductor we write a DS, for single conductor we write a R dash. Okay, on that, a three-phase transmission line 100 km long has its conductor of 0.6 cm diameter spaced at the corners of an equilateral triangle of 100 cm side. The arrangement is as shown in the figure A. Find the inductance per phase of the system. They have given that D is equal to 100 centimeter. Okay, this that is D is equal to, they have given the 100 centimeter. Here diagram is not available. Okay, this is a 100 centimeter. That is the distance between the conductors. Sorry, it is I am drawing with pencil now. It is coming like that. Okay, distance between the conductors is, they have given D is equal to, in this figure is not available. Okay, equilateral triangle of a 100 centimeter side. That means D is equal to 100 centimeter. That can be written as 1 meter. Next, R is equal to how much they have given? 0.6 centimeter diameter. Okay, so 0.6 divided by 2, 0.3 centimeter. That can be written as 0.03 meters. R dash is equal to what? 0.7788 into R. If you calculate, you will get 2.3364 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. We know that inductance per phase is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 ln D by R dash. Okay, here we are converting into Henry per kilometer. 2 into 10 to the power of minus 4 ln. We know the value of D is 1 and the R dash value we have substituted Henry per kilometer. So if you calculate this one, you will get 1.2118 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Henry per kilometer. what they have given the kilometer value is 100 kilometer long transmission line. Just multiply 100. Okay, so kilometer get cancelled. So what you will get? You will get in terms of Henry, that is inductance per phase is equal to 1.2118 into 10 to the power of -3 into 100. If you calculate that, you will get 0.118 Henry. This is the inductance value. Next, the inductance of a transmission line with the symmetrical spacing. Okay, unsymmetrical spacing, that is the distance between the conductors is unsymmetrical. Okay, yeah, and the distance between A and B is 20. The distance between the B is, it may be 15 meters, like that. Okay, it is not similar. Okay, the distance between the conductors. Till now we have discussed symmetrical spacing. Now this is unsymmetrical spacing. Consider the same three conductors, that is A, B, C, having a radius R, but here unsymmetrical spaced. You can see the figure so that you will understand easily. This is the A, B, C conductors. You can observe the distance between the A and B is, we don't know. Okay, so we have taken D, distance A, B. Okay, so distance between B and C is distance, that is capital D suffix BC. Okay, the distance between C and A we don't know. Okay, in here this is a derivation, D capital D suffix C A. Okay, so first we should find out the flux of A. Okay, whatever the we take, we will find the first flux linkage of conductor A. Flux linkage of conductor A is given by, what you will write usually, 2 into 10 to the power of -7 open bracket, that is first conductor. First conductor we have, first conductor is the flux linkage A. Okay, what we can write here? Can anyone answer? We are taking the flux linkage of A conductor, right? So what we are writing here, IA ln 1 by R dash. If we are taking flux linkage of B, what you should write? Can anyone answer? If we are writing the flux linkage of B, then 2 into 10 to the power of -7, it will be same. Okay, but IB ln 1 by R dash. Okay, when we are writing with respect to B conductor, we are taking the flux linkage of B, then we need to write IB ln 1 by R dash. Okay, so we are taking the flux linkage of A conductor, so IA ln 1 by R dash plus IB ln 1 divided by DAB. How we have written? See, whatever the flux linkage, if we consider, we should write the all conductors current and also ln into 1 by distance between the conductors. Okay, we are considering here with respect to A conductor, so we are writing the 1 by R dash. When we are writing with respect to B, okay, here A is there and we are writing the B. Okay, so flux linkage, the distance between the A and B is DAB. So IB current ln 1 divided by distance is DAB plus IC, the current, the C conductor current is IC ln the distance between the that is conductor C and A is DCO. DCA, that is what they have written. Okay, inductance of a conductor A, that is LA is equal to flux linkage A divided by IA is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of -7. IA divided by IA, this will be get cancelled. So ln 1 by R dash plus IB divided by IA ln 1 divided by DAB plus IC divided by IA ln 1 divided by DCA. We don't know these values. Okay, we don't know these values. We need to find out. Okay, all the currents, that is three currents are assumed to be balanced condition. Then the distance, that is angle between the two conductors will be 120 degree. We know that. Okay, here You can observe the note what I have written here. The distance angle between the conductors you can observe 120 degree. Okay, that is between B and C is 120, and between C and A is 120. Between A and B is 120. Okay, this is a symmetrical balanced condition. We don't know that IA is equal to what? IA at angle 0. IB is equal to what? IB at angle 240. If we have taken IA as a reference phasor, okay, if we have taken IA as reference, then with respect to IA, you can observe clockwise, okay, 240 degree it will be, okay, 120 plus 120. So IB at angle 240. IC is equal to IC at angle 120. Between C and A is 120 angle. IB divided by IA is equal to 1 at angle 240 degree. IB and IA, okay. IB divided by IA is equal to 1 at angle 240, okay. IA divided by IB, that is reverse, okay. IA divided by IB is equal to 1 at angle minus 240, okay. If the anti-clockwise, then negative value. And IC divided by IA is equal to IC divided by IA is equal to 1 at angle 120, and IA divided by IC means 1 at angle minus 120, because first IA you are getting and next IC, okay. This is flowing like this, so it is anti-clockwise negative direction. IC divided by IB, IC first you will get IC divided by IB, okay. So it is a anti-clockwise, so 1 at angle minus 120. IB divided by IC, between these two IB you will get first and next IC. So between these two is 120 degree, 1 at angle 120, okay. These values we came to know, so we need to substitute in the equation. So LA is equal to flux linkage divided by current, that is IA, is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 ln 1 by R dash. Instead of writing IB divided by IA, what we need to write here? IB divided by IA is 1 at angle 240. 1 at angle 240 we need to write, okay. Ln 1 divided by DAB plus, instead of writing IC divided by IA, what we can write here? IC divided by IA is nothing but 1 at angle 120, okay. That is what we have written here. 1 at angle 120 ln 1 divided by DCA. But here 1 at angle 240 we will write in the we will write that as cos 240 plus j sin 240, okay. Similarly 1 at angle 120 we will write in the form of cos 120 plus j sin 120, okay. What about the cos 240 value? Here cos 240 value is minus 1 by 2. J sin 240 value is minus j square root of 3 divided by 2. Similar, okay. Cos 120 value is minus 1 by 2 and j sin 120 value is j square root of 3 by 2, okay. So left out same, okay. Minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2. So they have taken the common minus 1 by 2 ln 1 divided by DAB plus ln 1 divided by DCA plus j square root of 3 by 2 they have taken as common. So ln 1 divided by DCA, first positive they have written, next negative value they have written, that is ln 1 divided by DAB. So what you will get? This can be written as again here 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 ln 1 by R dash plus ln, this will go upside, okay. And again here ln A plus ln B can be written as ln A into B. That is what they have written. Log A plus log B can be written as log A into B. Ln 1 divided by DAB DCA. Okay. Again here A log B can be written as log B to the power of A. Okay. So here minus 1 by 2 they have taken to the power. Okay. So minus 1 by 2 you'll get like this. Okay. To the power you'll get plus j square root of 3 ln this can be log A minus log B, log A divided by B. Again here square root of 3 by 2 can be written as j square root of 3 they have kept as it is, and 1 by 2 they have written to the power. Okay. So LA is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 ln 1 by r dash plus ln square root of DAB DCA plus j square root of 3 ln square root of DAB divided by DCA. This is to the first ln square root of 1 square divided by square root of DAB DCA whole to the power of minus 1. That can be written as, we can write that if we can write that this can be written as ln square root of DAB DCA because it is to the power of minus 1. So minus 1 means if we 1 divided by, okay, 1 divided by square root of 1 and divided by square root of DAB DCA. Okay, this will go to the upside. So you'll get ln DAB ln square root of DAB divided DAB into DCA. This is about the first conductor, that is conductor A. Similarly, by seeing the conductor A, we can write the inductance for conductor B and C also. How we can write? That is LB is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 ln 1 by r dash plus ln square root of DBC. Okay. The distance between the B and A and the distance between the C and B. Okay. So what we can write here? You can observe here LB is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 ln 1 by r dash plus ln distance between the conductor B and A is AB. The distance between the conductor B and C is BC. So DAB DBC plus j square root of 3 ln. You will get doubt how which one we should write first. That is in the numerator. Okay. If it is B, first you need to write after B. What you'll get next to C. Okay. You need to write the conductor. You need to write the that is DBC. Okay. DBC divided by DAB. Okay. So if you observe the inductance of C conductor, 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 ln 1 by r dash is similar for 3 inductance, that is inductance of conductor A, B and C. Okay. Ln 1 by r dash is common and 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 is common plus ln this distance between the conductors will get changed. Okay. Only if you know how to write these two terms, then it's enough. Okay. Ln square root of, we are writing the conductor, that is inductance of a conductor C. Okay. So the distance between the C and A is DCA. That is DCA. And the distance between the conductor C and B is DBC. So DBC. Okay. After C, what is the next conductor? A. Okay. So in the numerator, what you need to write? DCA divided by DBC. This if you remember, you can write easily. Okay. You need not to solve the inductance of a conductor B and C. Okay. Even in the textbook also, they have not solved. They have written directly. Have written. You can check once. Okay. If you want, if you want to know that how to write directly, that what I have said, you can, if you follow, you can write. Okay. That is the inductance of a conductor B. If you are writing, then ln 1 by r dash is common for all the conductors plus ln square root of distance between the conductor A and B is AB. The distance between the conductor B and C is DBC plus J square root of 3. After B, what you'll get? The next conductor is C. So we need to write the numerator, the distance between the BC, that is this DBC we need to write, divided by DAB we need to write. If you follow this rule, then you can write the three conductors equation, okay, inductance equation. Next, if you want, you once go through on that, okay. Similar process we will solve here. In textbook they have written directly. I have solved a step by step to understand for students. Okay, so you can once clarify that what I have written. If you have not understood, you can ask me. From the above expression, it can be seen that the individual phase inductance of a line which is unsymmetrically spaced is a complex number. The imaginary part is the expression for inductance, represents the exchange of energy between the phases. Imaginary part is the expression for inductance that represents a exchange of energy between the phases. Okay. Phase line, unsymmetrical spacing but transposed. Why? What do you mean by transposed here? Same. Okay, what we have discussed in the last case, it is a similar. Okay, unsymmetrical spacing, but it is transposed. That means the position of the conductors is changing here. In order to achieve balance, the transposition is taken place. Okay, in order to achieve balance under this case, transposition of transmission line is preferred after a certain fixed distance. The position of conductors are exchanged at a regular interval along the line so that each conductor occupies the original position. That is, for example, X is in position 1 and for next interval position 2, and for next interval it will be position 3, and for next again it will come back to position 1. That is what they are saying. The position of the conductors are exchanged at regular interval along the line so that each conductor will occupy the original position of every other conductor over an equal distance. This exchange of conductors' position is called a transposition. Thus, balance in the three-phase is restored. To complete transposition cycle, the conductor in the individual phases are denoted by X, Y, Z. Here they have taken the conductors, that is, they have kept the name as X, Y, Z. Okay, where the positions are given by 1, 2, 3. You can observe the position 1, position 2, and the position 3. Conductor X is in first position 1, and it is in the next cycle it is that is position 2, and in the next cycle position is 3. Okay, each conductor will change the position, okay, in regular intervals. That is, the distance they have given is, the interval they have given is L by 3. Now let us find the flux linkage of conductor X, which is in position 1, where conductor Y is in, that is Y and Z are in position 2 and 3 respectively. See the figure, you will understand. Okay, X is in position 1 and Y is in position 2 and Z is in position 3. Okay, so we want to write the flux linkage. That is flux linkage of that is first interval. Okay, that's why they have written psi x1. That means first interval. Okay, we are finding this one. Okay, sorry, this one. Okay, we are finding this one. Okay, this one, first interval. So flux linkage of first interval, that is x1, is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7, that is common. Okay, so open bracket, first conductor is X. we are writing with respect to flux linkage X. So what we should write? Ix ln 1 by r dash. Okay. Once again I repeat, if we are writing flux linkage of Y, then we need to write I by ln 1 by r dash. Okay. We are writing with respect to X. X is a reference. So if we are writing distance between the X and X, what you'll get? So Ix ln 1 by r dash plus Iy ln 1 divided by d12. Distance between the X and Y. Okay. The distance between the X and Y, the position 1 and 2. So that is what? D12 they have written. Okay. Between position and 2 and 3, they have written D23. Okay. The distance between the 1 and 3 is D31. Okay. Like that, they have written that distance to indicate the distance. Okay. Iy ln 1 divided by D12. The distance between the X and Y is D12 plus Iz ln the distance between the Z and X is, what is there? D31. Okay. Now we have written the first interval. Next we should write the, this is the second interval. Okay. Now the conductor position is changed. Okay. You can observe conductor position is from first to second, and Y is position 2 to 3 and 3 to 1. Okay. The position will be same, only the conductor's position will be changed. This is P1 and this is P2, this is P3. Okay. But the conductors is changed here. Okay. For this we need to write the flux linkage. 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 Ix ln 1 by r dash plus Iy ln the distance between the X and Y is here. What you, the distance between the X and Y is D23. Okay. So ln 1 divided by D23. Next, the distance between the X and Z is D12. So they have written D12. Next, similarly, next interval, the conductor will change the position. X is in position 3 and the conductor Y and Z are in position 1 and 2. You can observe here the position. Here Z position, Z came to position 2 and X came to position 3 and the Y came to position 1. For this, we need to write the flux linkage. That is third interval. Psi x3 is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 Ix ln 1 by r dash plus Iy where it is here. Okay. The distance between the Y and X is D31. So ln 1 divided by D31 plus Iz. The distance between the Z and X is D23. So 1 divided by D23. Now we should add the overall flux linkage. Average value of flux linkage of conductor X is given by, that is flux linkage is equal to psi x1 plus psi x2 plus psi x3 divided by 3. 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 divided by 3. 3 times of Ix ln 1 by r dash is common for all the flux linkage equations. Equation 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 3 into Ix ln 1 by r dash plus Iy. If you observe the equations, you will understand. If you Iy is common, so they have taken ln 1 divided by D12 plus ln 1 divided by D23 plus ln 1 divided by D31. Again, Iz is common. Ln 1 divided by D12 plus ln 1 divided by D23 plus ln 1 divided by D31. So, if, how it is looking like? Log A plus log B plus log C. That can be written as what? Log A into B into C. Okay, that is what they have written here. Log A into B into C. Here also. Okay, so flux linkage is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 divided by 3 Ix ln 1 by r dash plus here these two is similar. Okay, so they have taken as common, so you'll get Iy plus Iz. Okay. But what we have is Ix plus Iy plus Iz is equal to 0 in balanced condition. But Iy plus Iz is equal to can be written as minus Ix. That they will replace. Okay, Iy plus Iz can be replaced as minus Ix. 3ix ln 1 by r dash minus ix ln 1 divided by d12, d23, d31. If you take out 3 inside, then 3 get cancelled. Ix ln 1 by r dash minus ix divided by 3 ln 1 divided by the distance. Okay. 1 by 3 can be written as square root of cube root of 1 divided by d12, d23, d3, 1. Here they have written log a minus log b. Log a minus log b can be written as again log a divided by b. That is what? This is a value and this is b value. Okay. You will get this one. Okay. So cube root of d12, d23, d31 divided by r dash. So what we know the flux linkage of all the intervals, that is average value. Next, average inductance per phase, that is Lx is equal to psi x divided by Ix. Ix get cancelled. You will get 2 into 10 to the power of minus 7 ln D equation divided by R. D equation is nothing but cube root of D12, D23, D31. Okay. R dash is equal to nothing but 0.7788 into R. In modern power lines, transposition of lines is not done at regular intervals, even though an exchange in conductor position can be made at switching station to balance the inductance per phase. Here, it is not done in the practical. Okay, in modern power lines, there is a transposition of lines is not done at a regular interval. Okay, we are here in this case we have done at a regular interval. The inequality in the phase of an untransposed line is small and it is neglected in many cases. Okay, in next class we will the problems on these topics.